Five the Zone. Welcome into the nexus of the sports talk universe. We're halfway through the week show. Appreciate you hanging out with us on this Wednesday. So the Titans dropped these new videos and renderings of the new stadium.
Yeah, you're supposed to get your PSLs, reserve them.
If you already got a PSL, I read the release. It said you're already in line.
Oh,
yeah, you're already in line. You're in line. They reward you for your loyalty. You're in line.
Oh, I pushed the button anyway.
You just double down on it.
Double down, man. So I don't miss out, man. Had to do it for Lucas. I know he didn't have any PSL. Did you have PSLs, Lucas? No? Oh, okay. Sure you went to Titans games, though.
I've never had
Back in the day.
a season ticket or a PSL for the Titans. I used to go to games growing up off and on, but my parents were never season ticket holders for any sport, really.
That's a long drive from Birmingham, man.
Yeah, when we were kids, we would, when I was born in Nashville, I lived here till I was 8, and we would go to, a game a year or something like that.
Oh, you were late to the Alabama thing, huh? You moved out. You had to pick up and leave, make new friends.
I was in second grade when we moved down.
All right. Became a Birmingham resident. So you lasted here 8 years. How many more of these Titans do you think can last another 4 years to walk into the new stadium and play a game? That's the question we've got. At Blaine and Mickey on Twitter, you can answer this question. We tried to make it simple. How many current Titans will still be here to play in the new stadium? And it's always tough because you only get 4. Some of you aren't on social media, and you're not missing anything if you're not. But if you do a poll, let's say, on Twitter, you can only have 4 options, which 4 options is probably plenty for anything. And we're calculating, how can we group this up and make the numbers, make people really think about their choices? So 3 to 5, 6 to 8, 9 to 11, 12 or more. Those are the options. And what this started with was Jordan Najani was on with us. He tweeted out the pictures that the Titans sent out earlier this morning. Was talking about what here's more renderings. There's a video too.
Yeah, I loved it too. Yeah, there's more pictures.
And all I could think about was this. At the end of the video, it kind of zooms in, and it's all fake. It's animated, but it's kind of made to look real. And it's like, oh, there's the field, and there's the Titans on the field, and I get it. But all I kept thinking of, this just looks like, because this is what we do here, everything here is an entertainment venue. Everything. Broadway itself, the street, is an entertainment venue. The way it's created and set up. And like next year, the Indy cars are going to race right down the middle of Broadway. We were told that. Like that's how they had a draft on Broadway. The NFL draft, the largest attended by a mile, Blaine, was in the amphitheater.
I was part of that.
That's basically Broadway Avenue. It even tilts down like all the way to the river, so it's like a theater. It's incredible. This thing looks like, to me, a premier entertainment venue. In most of the pictures, you can't even tell there's a football stadium.
Oh, it's going to take us. It's going to take the city and the state to the next level. Oh yeah, with events, and that's going to be more attractions, more things, more events. And we get to be right there in the front row.
And even
it's about to happen. Even
the concourses and things look like, honestly, like if you had the Shriners Convention, you just have it over there. If you had, it looks like something that will even compete with the convention center. Maybe that's not what they're trying. That's what it looks like.
Like it could just take off like a spaceship.
It does. What did Jenny said? It looks like a video game. Looks like an Xbox. This thing, they're selling it as a venue. It has a football field in it with bleachers.
Oh, it's going to be basketball games. It's going to be football concert, everything known to me. And then other events that we haven't even had.
Things we hadn't even thought of. It's going to get all that. And something, WrestleMania or these kind of things. This is going to get everything. It's just going to be too nice not to. The one thing you can say about Nissan Stadium is it's like I've driven Toyotas most of my life. Toyotas are the word people used to describe as utilitarian. Like there's not a lot of fancy knobs and buttons.
Oh,
like here's the doorknob. Here's the button that locks the door.
Forerunner.
And my Tacoma that I had for years and my daughter drives now, like it has feet, face or in between for like where the air points. It's just real simple. That's Nissan Stadium. It's very utilitarian. It's not super fancy. I mean, you can go in those suites, and it's nice. It's nice enough.
Oh, yeah, it's still
but
nice,
you don't walk around there and think, wow.
Right.
These freaking pictures of the new stadium.
Oh, it gives you the wow.
Like the light fixtures and what the floors look like, everything. Every inch of it is just insane. So This is going to be a whole lot more than a football stadium.
Yeah.
That thing is going to get used.
In 2027.
So how many of these dudes are ever going? Maybe they'll go to a convention there, but how many are going to play a game in there?
I put 3 to 5. I know that sounds insane, right? Here's where I'm going with it. I went offense, defense to break it down.
You still got this from yesterday. You got your roster.
Oh yeah, I'm going off the top of my head. That's why I broke it down offense. I'm going defense first, and I'm saying Big Jeff and potentially Harold Landry, but I'm not sure. And then I'm going on offense. That's it. And on offense, I'm going Skoronski, Burks, and Levis. So I'm gonna go 3 to 5, and I'm gonna just say 5. 5 guys. That's all I got. That's it, man. And I want to have more, but
I would be willing to put Stonehouse in there. Here's the reason.
Right.
They would never switch
but that still
punters
would put
here.
me at 5 if I did. Yeah.
Once you get the punter job here, it's your job. It's not your job anymore.
I
Till you
didn't
decide
look at the
that,
special teams.
or till they decide.
Yeah,
But you've been here for a while.
Definitely
so
agree
I
with
can't.
Stonehouse. Yep.
Wallace says in the F&M Bank Chat, Big Jeff, Levis, Harold Landry, Burks. He said, I also think Byard will be at the new stadium.
Oh no,
I think he
that's
will
not happening.
go to games and be honored there.
Yeah. They just asked him for a pay cut, so that means he's not going to be on the team next year.
And this is year 8 too.
Yeah,
And that's 4 more seasons away.
Skoronski. I'm going Skoronski, first round pick. He got a 5-year deal pretty much. So I think he'll be there and probably sign an extension as long as he does what he's been doing. He'll be here. He's top 10 pick, man. So yeah, man, I'm at the 5. I'm at the 5, solid 5, maybe 6 with Harold Landry, maybe. But who are your guys that potentially? You said Stonehouse was a great call. I did not have him on the list, but that's for sure happening. He's got a rocket launching leg, kind of like Lucas in soccer.
They called him Juke, remember? Juke.
Oh, that's right. You were Juke.
He was juking people. Actually, it didn't come from athletic
that means
ability.
He wasn't
I wish
juking
it
nobody. That's what he told us anyway.
Yeah. And see, I look at Burks and I think big, athletic, and like all the traits.
That's why I put him on the list. But I don't need. I mean,
If he holds together physically, then yes, I think so. But we're talking about a big wide receiver who, if he's successful, his contract's going to be outlandish. Maybe they can't afford to bring it. They'll do.
Ooh.
But I would say Burks. You got to say Skoronski, man. I agree with you on that. You got to. But then, like, Hopkins won't be here. Tannehill won't be here. Derrick Henry, that's a long ways down the road for him. Daniel Brunskill, Chris Hubbard. I mean, these guys are going to get drafted. They're going to draft other people.
Dillard, no.
So
Levis. I put Levis on my list.
So I'm looking at the first team guys. Burks, Skoronski. I think Big Jeff.
Mm-hmm. You said Stonehouse 4.
Stonehouse. Will Levis. That's a good call. Will Levis. Because he's a second-round pick this year.
You presume he'll be on there.
That's 5.
Harold Landry?
Well, what year is this for Landry?
I don't know, but
Is this year 4?
No. This is 6.
Year 6?
Remember, his contract was up. That's why he got the big deal. He was here 4. He was a second-round
So
pick.
that'd be amazing. That would essentially make him like a 10-year guy still being here. And that's almost impossible.
Yeah. I was on team 9. That's real hard. Bullock, I think, 10. Bruce Matthews, the only. That's why I call him the living legend. He's off the charts, so nobody can compete with that.
You start getting to 10 years.
B-Hop, who will be in for me tomorrow, 13. That's it. It's not a lot of people on the long list that played 10 or more.
And you say, okay, somebody like Tajay Spears. Well, he doesn't have any cartilage in his knee. Like, they're saying he's going to be like Jay Ajayi or Todd Gurley, where his body
or his knee.
For what you get of him, it'll be great. But the star is going to shoot across the sky, and then that's going to be the shooting star will have shot its star. And like Kyle Phillips, he's a little bigger this year.
Oh, I didn't think that.
But that would put him into his second contract here.
Yeah. See, with Phillips, as much as I like him, he's a guy. I think they could get another guy like that. That's why I don't think he'll be here in 4 years.
We had a caller calling for Chig.
Oh, Chig! I knew we were forgetting somebody. Yeah, I think Chig could be here. Now, we could say the same thing about Chig. He could turn into Jonnu Smith or a better version of that as a receiver. And then he didn't end up being here because he got priced out of the market. It all worked out. He bounced around. Now he's with the Falcons or whatever Mickey calls them. Falcons. Yeah,
the Atlanta, Tennessee Falcons. Yeah.
So, Chig.
Rasta says in F&M Bank Chat, Big Sco will be the only one to play. No, it's not. It's going to be more than him.
I don't know, man.
But Dejani said, I don't know, like 10 people. And I said 5 without even thinking about it.
Right.
Sharp's a free agent, by the way.
Huh?
Sharp's a free agent, by the way, for what it's worth. Tajay.
Yeah.
Hadn't played since 2021, actually.
I know.
He's been on like 9 practice squads.
Yeah,
he is well traveled now.
Yeah, he bounced around.
We don't have to talk about him anymore, though. That room seems to be ironed out. Like I'm not even thinking about the receivers. That's a relief right there.
Yeah. I'm worried about that tackle, though. I don't know. Ramon played with Hubbard, right?
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Yeah. What did he say about him? Do you recall?
I haven't heard Moan go in on Hubbard as a player. They would have overlapped maybe 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Which he was a young player, but still, he would still have a little insight on him. That's when you know you've arrived as a media member. Have to critique your friends.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's why some people don't want to do it. Peyton.
Hey, Carly Lloyd let her friends have it, and she was right about everything.
Mm-hmm.
And she got roughed up by some people, and she wanted them to do well. It's not like she wants them to fail. She was like, "Hey, man, your crossbar was an MVP for this team, and y'all in there celebrating and taking selfies. That's not what U.S. women's soccer is about." And then they goad and they goad. They goad.
They did goad.
They goad and they goad out of the tournament.
And they go down, and then we about to go to break.
We are about to go to break. Thank you, Sarah. When we come back, Jason McCourty. Let's ask him how many of these guys talk about. He was here a long time, and then he kept on going and got him a Super Bowl. He went so far they gave him a Super Bowl ring. We'll ask him how many guys you think make it to play in the next stadium, and a whole bunch more stuff. The guy from Good Morning Football, former Titan, Super Bowl winner with the Patriots, Jason McCourty, next.